Today's show is sponsored by ExpressVPN. Reduce your ping time and get faster speeds when you game at expressvpn.com/inside. Welcome to Inside Gaming. I'm Brian. It's weekend roundup time. So EA, aka Electronic Arts, they're in hot water yet again. And of course, it has to do with FIFA Ultimate Team, aka the casino disguised as a soccer game. So this story broke this week when the hashtag EAgate started trending on Twitter. What was EAgate about? Well, Eurogamer dug through the posts and found some interesting stuff. One claimed to show, actually several of them claimed to show direct messages between someone who was selling rare icon cards in FIFA Ultimate Team for hundreds and possibly thousands of euros. Now, if you're not familiar with icon cards, they're obviously rare cards that feature legendary players and they make your team better. That's why people are paying money for them. Now, the seller in these screenshotted DMs said they had a friend at EA who could deliver the cards, and they asked for buyers' PSN IDs so they could add them and deliver the cards. And they were showing sort of confirmation screenshots of buyers who got their cards. Very shady, very scandalous. Obviously, this would be a massive, massive scandal if true. It provoked a huge outcry from fans and FIFA players. EA responded on Twitter saying they were aware of the allegations and they're investigating. They added that if we identify improper conduct, we will take swift action. We want to be clear, this type of behavior is unacceptable and we in no way condone what is alleged to have happened here. We understand how this creates concern about unfair balance in the game and competition. Of course, EA, they only have themselves to blame for this because they turned FIFA again into a giant slot machine. Rare cards affect the game. They make your team better, so of course, they're going to be more valuable. Some people are going to cheat. Some people are going to pay a lot of money. There are tons of stories of people paying thousands and thousands of dollars, thousands of euros for FIFA Ultimate Team cards. It's just a mess. And obviously, FIFA's Ultimate Team has become the poster child over the year for predatory loot boxes, considering they charge you real money for randomized card packs. That's what a loot box is. And over the years, more and more countries are starting to take a closer look at them. GamesIndustry.biz reports that EA currently is facing class action suits in the US and Canada on the grounds that FIFA Ultimate Team violates gambling laws. So we will see what happens, but yeah, this thing has the potential to be a pretty huge story. We'll get to the rest of the stories in just a second, but first, guys, let's talk about Honey. Now, we all shop online, right? I shop online, I buy games, grocery shop online a lot of the times. I'm a big aquarium guy, I buy fish supplies online. We've all seen that promo code field taunt us at checkout. If you don't have a promo code, you're like, oh my God, like I feel like I'm out of the loop. I'm paying full price like a sucker. Thanks to Honey, though, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing of the past. Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. Honey supports over 30,000 stores online. Here's how it works. You're shopping on one of your favorite sites. When you check out, the Honey button drops down. All you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Easy. Just wait a few seconds. Honey's going to do the searching for the coupons it can find for that site. If it finds a working coupon, boom, watch the prices drop. It is so easy to use. Now, if you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings. It's literally free and installs in a few seconds. And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting this show. What could be better? Get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/inside. That's joinhoney.com/inside. All right, let's talk about the rest of the stories. Woo! It has been a rough week for Rust players in the EU. The game's Twitter account announced that all of its servers were lost in a data center fire in France. Ouch. They added, we're now exploring replacing the affected servers. Data will be unable to be restored. Oh, that's so many hours of grinding loss. Reuters reported that the fire damaged a bunch of servers at the cloud computing firm OVH Cloud, whose clients also include the French government and the cryptocurrency exchange Deribit. So yeah, it's a mess. Rust's developer FacePunch has been bringing the affected servers back online, but yeah, all the progress has been reset for those players. Huge bummer because Rust is one of those that people spend a lot of time playing. So F in the chat for Rust players. All right, so as you probably know, Naughty Dog came out with The Last of Us 2 last year. Now the question question is, what are they working on next? Well, we have a bit of an idea, a huge idea, a little one. The headline is, it looks like it's going to be a multiplayer game with some sort of live service component. I wonder what that could be. This comes from GameSpot, who found a job listing for an economy designer for an untitled game. The ad says that the successful candidate will help Naughty Dog, quote, create avenues for self-expression for our players, ensure robust longevity to our games, and give our players great rewards to strive for. Now, it seems very, very likely this will be in the Last of Us universe, probably the multiplayer component to Last of Us 2. Naughty Dog has said in the past they're working on a standalone multiplayer game since Last of Us 2 didn't have an online mode. GameSpot noted they currently have more than 40 open job listings at Naughty Dog. Pretty clear indication that they're staffing up to make another game. The job ad also listed under the requirements and skills section that the candidates should have experience designing successful economies in PC or console multiplayer games. That's a really specific requirement. There you go. Roblox is now worth a lot of money. The platform that lets people create their own games had a massive IPO this week and hit a valuation of $45 billion. Shoot. The stock opened at $64.50 a share Wednesday and then jumped 7.8% throughout the day. It is one of the most valuable companies to go public during the pandemic. Now, the lockdowns obviously were very good for Roblox. Everybody was shut up inside. The game is very popular with kids. They socialize, they go to concerts, and they play games. I've never used it. I have no idea what it is, but I know kids love it. Its daily active users jumped 85% in 2020 to 32.6 million users. That's crazy. 2/3 of US children ages 9 to 12 use Roblox. That's crazy. Bloomberg reported that Roblox plans to extend into more international markets and chase older demographics. Chief Executive Officer David Baszucki said Roblox may consider acquisitions in the future. They certainly will have the money. All right, and this is my favorite news story of the week. An old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles beat 'em up game was announced in a sweet trailer. It combined the classic 90s cartoon, the theme song, of course, lots of sweet pixelated turtles. Looked like a bit of a throwback to Turtles in Time, which is great. It's a team up. Dotemu is publishing. Tribute Games is making it. They, of course, made the Scott Pilgrim vs. the World game, so very good people working on this. The game is called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and definitely a throwback to the old school 4-player arcade version where everybody plays together, they beat up bad guys. Oh, I love that game so much. We don't know when it's out, but it's coming to PC and consoles. All right, time for a 5-second review. Need this on the Switch? Just because you can do something doesn't. What's the line? You worried so much about whether you could, you didn't think about whether you should. That's how I feel. I think I got that quote right. All right, let's talk about the games coming out next week. First up, Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. The hit RPG returns from the mind of the best-selling author R.A. Salvatore and Spawn creator Todd McFarlane, and Ken Rolston, who was the lead designer of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, comes Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning. It's remastered with stunning visuals and refined gameplay. It delivers intense, customizable RPG combat inside a sprawling game world. It comes to the Switch March 16th. Monster Truck Championship. You remember we talked about this last week. It was coming to the EU, but we didn't know if it was coming to the US or when. We know now. It comes to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X here in the good old US of A, March 16th. Mundawn is a lovingly hand-penciled horror tale set in a dark, secluded valley of the Alps. Explore various areas full of secrets to discover, survive hostile encounters, drive vehicles, fill your inventory, solve a variety of handcrafted puzzles. Sounds like fun. It comes to PC, PS4, and Xbox One March 16th. Samurai Showdown, faithfully reproducing the game mechanics and atmosphere that contributed to the success of the series. This game includes a revolutionary feature that learns players' game actions and patterns in order to create CPU-controlled ghost characters. With its story set 1 year before the first installment, warriors and combatants from various backgrounds and with their own goals are about to battle to fulfill their destiny. It comes to the Xbox Series X March 16th. Stubbs the Zombie, Rebel Without a Pulse. It's 1959, and the city of Punch Bowl, Pennsylvania is a beacon of progress and ideal living. Show the living that law and order are no match for a dead man on a mission. It comes to the Switch March 16th. Cartel Tycoon is a story-driven business sim inspired by the 80s narcotics trade. Expand and conquer, stave off rival cartels and attention from the authorities, earn the public's trust, and try to overcome the doomed fate of a drug lord with too much power. It comes to to PC March 18th. Marvel's Avengers. Oh, there you go. Star in the role of Kamala Khan, a Teenage Avengers mega fan on the run from AIM after uncovering a damning secret on their servers. As you reunite with the Avengers, you'll play as each member to learn how they work inside and out. It comes to the PS5 and the Xbox Series X March 18th. And finally, Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Tackle hilarious missions and defeat epic bosses in the Weirding Woods, Mount Sleep, and more. Collect medals, unlock outrageous outfits, party with up to 3 friends and goof around in Giddy Park, or dive into some 8v8 multiplayer in Turf Takeover. It'll be the most fun you've had since sliced bread. There you go. It comes to the Switch March 19th. That's all the news I got for you this week. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. We'll see you soon.